Hello, everybody. You're listening to Mark Ling, and we are getting underway in approximately 2 minutes from now. So please get yourself a glass of water if you need one. Get yourself a pen and paper ready. Get ready to take lots of notes. We've got a brand new workshop for you today, and we're going to be getting underway in about 2 minutes. So this is 7 steps to $2,000 a day from interesting products, no dropshipping, no inventory, and how their top 3 students all made over 6 figures in profit during the past month. It's pretty crazy. So this is hot on the heels from the workshop that we ran the other day. I managed to talk Nick and Max into coming back on for a second workshop, which is pretty awesome because there are a few other strategies of theirs that I wanted them to share with you, like stuff that's worked really well for me, including their 4 yeses strategy. It's a variation on their warm page strategy, which helps convert more sales. There's stuff to do with scaling to higher levels of income. There's more stuff to do with how they drive traffic and lots more. Plus a little bit of a recap from some of the stuff from the last workshop in case you missed it. So anyway, we are getting underway in just under 2 minutes from now. In fact, around about 1.5 minutes from now. So now's the time to get yourself a glass of water if you need one and get a pen and paper ready, and then we're going to be getting underway very, very shortly. What I love about these guys is that they don't just promote products that are digital products. Nothing wrong with digital products. I make a lot of my profits from digital products myself, but they'll promote physical products too, like charcoal bags, air coolers, iPhone chargers, and all sorts of other stuff, as well as obviously digital products too, like woodworking plans, dating and relationships products, personal development stuff, weight loss stuff in the survival niche. There's all sorts. So they've got a system that's not what I call a one-trick pony. It's not something that only works in one niche where they got lucky. It's working in a lot of places, and for their students also, who you'll hear some of their stories during this workshop as well. So it's pretty exciting, very, very impressive, and it's a method that's working right now in 2019, and it's well worth your time to check this out. So without further ado, I will just give this, I'll just give it another 20 seconds for a few more people to come in, because I see a lot more people are just entering the room with every word that I say. So I'll just give it just a few more seconds, and then we'll get underway. I'll give you guys 20 seconds, last 20 seconds. Oh, by the way, please type into the chat box if you can see my screen and you can hear me. Okay, all right, I'm getting a lot of yeses. Yes, loud and clear. Yes, see your screen. Great. Okay, yep. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of people flooding through, typing in that they can see my screen okay. Awesome. So we're all good to go. Okay, so without further ado, I'll get things underway. Hello, everybody. You're listening to Mark Ling, and I'm really excited to bring to you the second workshop in our series. It's called 7 Steps to $2,000 per day from interesting products with no dropshipping and no inventory, and how their top 3 students all made over 6 figures in profit during the past month. It's crazy. So I've got with me again Nick Torson and Max Sylvester, and I'll bring them on in a second. And they're going to be covering several more tips that were not covered in the previous workshop. Plus they will, in case you missed the last one, they're going to recap some of the stuff from there also, just to make sure that you're not missing out if you haven't seen that particular workshop. So you're going to discover like a big overview of their whole system and how it works. You're going to discover how to earn commissions promoting other people's products, like whether it be air coolers and earning CPA commissions, and charcoal bags and smoothie powders and stuff like that, or whether it be digital products like woodworking plans, dating products, relationship stuff, personal development, self-help type stuff, weight loss, survival niche, and more, like many successful niches that they are in that are doing extremely well, and they have been blowing it up online, and so have their students. It has gone crazy just how well this method is working right now. Um, so what I'm going to do is um, I'm just waiting for. Oh, yep, nope, they're there now. Sorry, there was just a little connection issue there. Just hoping that there wasn't another one like the other day, but it's all good. So we are going to get underway. I'm just going to say that I'm very, very excited about this particular workshop. These guys know exactly how to teach this stuff, and they just pay close attention because these are the guys that are the mentors behind three of ClickBank's current top 10 affiliates. Like one of these guys is doing over 40,000 a day. It's nuts. So make sure that you pay close attention, and I'll pass things over to them. All right, Nick, Max, I'll let you guys take it away from here.
Hey, thanks for that introduction. Really happy to be here, guys. So today we've got a really interesting webinar for you. What we're going to show you is 7 steps to profiting over $2,000 per day from selling interesting products online with no drop shipping and no inventory, and how our top 3 students all made over 6 figures in profit during the past month. So this isn't something that we used to do that used to be profitable that doesn't work anymore. This is something that they're actually doing, our students are doing, and we're doing month after month after month. And we're going to show you how you can do it too. So who are we? Well, my name is Max Sylvester, and my business partner is Nick Torsen. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about Nick, as he's been in a lot of the marketing and advertising, and he's a really big player in the space. So Nick, he lives in California. He's got a 2-year-old son and a newborn daughter. Nick's always been passionate about starting online businesses to escape the 9 to 5. He wanted to start a family and just have the freedom to do whatever he wants to do without ever worrying about when the next check is going to come in, or having to worry about dealing with a boss or the commute or getting to work on time, any of that stuff. Nick didn't want to have to worry about anything and wanted to have the money to have the freedom to do whatever he wanted when he wanted. So Nick started online in 2004. As for me, I live up in the Great White North. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm also somewhat of a serial entrepreneur. I've always been passionate about not working a 9 to 5 and kind of blazing my own trail and making my own way in the world without having to wake up to an alarm clock or have a boss or any of that. I'm an ex-hedge fund trader. I've been trading stocks for over a decade until I found this business, and I've been online since 2007. So together, Nick and I have about 27 years of combined experience online making money. So I'd like to tell you both of our stories to kind of give you some insight on the journeys that we've been through and the struggles that we went through in order to get where we are today. So I'll start with Nick. So Nick's story began back in 2004 when his mom told him that he had to get up, get out of the house, and get a job. Naturally, he went out and applied at a bunch of places. Never really got a phone call back. So he kept his search up, tried reaching out to a bunch of employees at the companies, and pretty much just struggled his way onto a job at S&G Carpet, in fact, which was a flooring company. So fast forward 4 years, Nick's been working at the flooring company, just kind of doing his thing, and he's not really enjoying it too much. I mean, he's doing hard labor every day. Flooring's not that easy. He's waking up, he's got to commute, an hour and a half both ways, and he's just really not happy about his life in general. So he's thinking to himself, there has to be something better out there. And so naturally, through his searches on the internet, he got marketed a bunch of courses. And let me tell you something about Nick. Nick's got the worst bright and shiny object syndrome I've ever seen. Nick has bought course after course after course in order to try and learn how to make money online. He'll see something, see one thing in it that looks good, and he'll buy it. I don't know if any of you guys are like that, but Nick absolutely loves to learn, and it's really easy to hook him on a course. That's something that's never changed. Now, Nick was buying all these courses, but he wasn't really taking any action on them. So he was making a few sales here and there, but nothing really ended up coming out of it. Every single night he would come home and force himself to study so that he could eventually make enough money to leave his flooring job. All of his friends kept telling him that he was getting scammed and that what he was looking into was probably going to be a pyramid scheme. All his friends and family, his boss, absolutely everybody that he knew just kept telling him that, you know what, dude, it's not going to work out for you. You can't make money online. That's not even real. Just stop. You're wasting your time. But Nick was determined that one day he would make it and prove them wrong. How many years do you guys think it took Nick to actually figure this game out? Type a number in the chat box of how many years you actually think it took Nick to figure this whole game out. Okay, I'm seeing 1 year. Oh, that's nice. 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. Well, 10 years isn't too far off. It took him from 2004 all the way up until 2013 to actually figure this out. And by that time, he was down to his last $500, but he knew he was close. He was so desperate that he actually stole his ex-girlfriend's credit card in order to purchase yet another course. So they got into a huge fight over that, and it was really bad. She kept yelling at him to refund the course. He kept telling her, no, he's going to make this work. All bad. I'm not sure if any of you have been there before, but it's not a comfortable situation. So at the time of his little credit card heist, work was extremely slow and he was barely making ends meet. He knew something had to change, which is why he pulled his little desperate move. Bills were due and it was the most stressful time in his life. He was running Facebook ads at the time and the ads weren't working no matter what he tried. But little did Nick know, his big breakthrough was right around the corner. He met somebody online who actually gave him a piece of advice that turned his whole Facebook advertising career around. Gave him a little tip on how to adjust his ads, and as soon as Nick implemented it, his sales took off. Little did he know that that little tip was the foundation of the entire Quit9to5 Academy system. So now a little bit about me. So I'm that nerdy whiz kid who graduated from high school at only 14 years old and somehow convinced my parents to let me take my college fund and trade it on the stock market instead of going to university. Naturally, being a numbers guy, the stock market went well for me. So by the time I was 17 years old, I was doing really well, making money, had a house, had pretty much everything I wanted. So fast forward till I'm 24 years old. Life had been pretty damn good up until then. Until I found out that my girlfriend of 9 years was actually having an affair for the past 6 months. So naturally, we had a huge falling out, tried to make it work, that didn't work, and I let it get to me so bad that it actually ruined my trading career. I got emotional, and when you're emotional, you can't trade, and so naturally, I blew up my account. So what that means is I went from pretty much living a life where I get up, go to my computer, press some buttons, and have it spit out money, to working for minimum wage at my father's sports store. Kind of a huge reality check. So I spent a few months feeling really sorry for myself and really just in a super negative headspace. Didn't really know what to do, kept telling myself to just give it up and just accept reality and move forward with your life, work at the sports store, just do whatever to get by. Because my little dream of making money online had come to an end. My time was over. After a few months, my dad saw that I wasn't really picking myself up and getting back on my feet. So he sat me down, told me that I had to pick up and get out of here, meaning leave the little town that I'd grown up in, move to the city, and make something of myself. So after a few hours of having this talk, I resolved to get my life back together, and I picked up all my stuff and just moved to the city on a whim. So let me tell you guys, the next few years really were not pretty. They were a constant grind. For some reason, my dad had pumped me up to the point where I thought that I could get everything back as long as I just worked really hard and committed myself and pushed myself. I told myself I was going to do it, but this time I wanted to build a business. I don't know why, but I just had it in my head that I wanted to build a business and have my income a lot more automated than it was before, because even while trading, I had to get up and still actually kind of be active for my income. So I made a plan. I was going to just pick up any odd thing that I could find that would still allow me to work from home and string all of those little incomes together so that I could work on building a business. So I searched through hundreds of job postings per week looking for high income generating activities that didn't require me to have a commute or a work schedule. I ended up piecing together so many little side jobs over the years, and they would come and go, but I would just keep doing them because they would allow me the time that I needed to actually work on my business. I mean, I sold cars, I sold $5,000 water ionizers. I tried MLM and network marketing. I did phone sales, sold extremely overpriced air filters door to door. That was fun. And I even sold frozen meat door to door. Also fun. But you know what? Through all of that, I wanted my life back so bad that I knowingly allowed myself to fall for those scammy, post on Craigslist or take a survey to generate $100 per day. And I really tried to make those things work, even though I knew that it probably had a very, very low chance of actually being able to generate money. Um, so I attempted to build a few different businesses over the years, trying to get back here, but they ultimately all failed. There were ups and downs and months where I felt like I was getting somewhere. They didn't all fail right away, but in the end, they just didn't pan out. There were months where I could not even afford to pay for food. So I would literally just let myself starve because I was too stubborn to give up and just go get a 9 to 5 and just stop trying to build a business. For me, my aha moment was I remember seeing a webinar for a course on email marketing that completely opened my eyes to seeing what was possible with making money online. All of the businesses that I was trying to build were sales businesses, and I never really thought about online marketing. But as soon as I saw that course, I was hooked. So I bought it and began the cycle of failure once again. I started buying course after course and scraping together whatever I could to invest into learning how to make money online. So I did ecom, I did a Shopify store, I tried email marketing, which I really, really sucked at. I did pop traffic, tried organic traffic, SEO. Man, I tried everything. So I continued to fail forward until I stumbled upon some courses on paid traffic and Facebook ads for affiliate marketing. I started running ads, and finally, something actually took off. After a decade of trading, I guess I came to it with a pretty unique approach. Based on talking to my peers about it, nobody seemed to be doing what I was doing, and my little strategy ended up producing some pretty crazy results. So I started seeking out other marketers who were also crushing it, so that I could improve and really, really take my results to the next level because I was starting to get somewhere. And that's when I met Nick. So Nick was doing well when we met, and we were really, really hungry to take it as high as we could, and we both wanted to be millionaires. And once we really started diving in and spending a lot of time like masterminding together, we really started to turn out some high commission months for us both. So we started going to events together. We started meeting people, even just online, other super affiliates. And that's how our brain trust was formed. At some point, we came up with the idea to grab all of the friends that we'd met who are crushing it online and get them on a Skype group so that we could all mastermind together and talk together. We thought, why not? Everyone's probably doing something a little bit differently. There's got to be something that we can learn. So we ended up rounding up about 17 guys who were at the time some of the world's top super affiliates. We were talking every day, and just like Nick and I were masterminding, we started just improving the mastermind with more people. We kept trying new stuff, learning, improving, testing some more, refining the process. And after a while, we even brought on beta students because people were starting to notice and ask us if we could help them be successful as well. Of course, we weren't just going to let anybody in the brain trust, so we just brought them on as mentorship students, and we started doing it personally for some extra side money. And after just a short while, things started to go really crazy. We started taking on more and more students, and then the students were crushing it just as hard as we were. A couple of our students were Paula and Margot. So Paula, during her time with us, she went from $0 online to over $1,000 per day, and she got there pretty quick. So let's hear what Paula had to say.
During my time with him, I went from $0 online to 1,000 plus per day consistently. And I'm 53 years old.
And then there's Margot. Margot, at the start, really wasn't too good with computers, but she was determined to make that extra income online. She'd done pretty well for herself in life, but she wanted to be able to make money online on autopilot from home just for some extra cash. Margot didn't start out with goals that were that high. All she wanted to do was make an extra $100 a day. Pretty modest goals for what's possible. But once she started hitting $100 a day, she started scaling up bigger. Had a $150 day and a $200 day and a $300 day. And the more and more she scaled, the more she thought was possible. She raised her goals, And after she hit her first $1,000 day, her mind really opened up to the possibilities of where she could take this.
Now, I'm happy to say I've had my first $1,000 day, and I remember when my goal was, oh, I can't wait to make $100 a day. Well, I'm happy to say I'm at my $1,000 threshold, which I'm super excited about because I know if I can get there, I could scale up from there.
Now, when I tell you guys that our students are getting some pretty crazy results, I'm not just yanking your chain. 3 of our top students are in ClickBank's top 10 in the entire world. So, Robbie Blanchard, number 1, won the entire January ClickBank sales contest. He made $980,000 in a single month. David on the right crushes it as well. He has regular $350,000 months, multiple 6-figure months, and I'm sure he has no intention of stopping there. Brian, who came in at number 10, is a powerhouse, doing multiple 6-figure months as well. Since he started working with us, he's been able to scale his business to over 7 figures per year. And based on what I know about Brian, he has absolutely no intentions of stopping there either. Now, our students' success is partially due to our exclusive system that we've shared with them. So I'm going to let you guys in on that just a little bit. So what we do, as you've probably guessed by now, is we buy traffic. So we use media buying platforms like Facebook or Google to drive paid traffic to a landing page, and then from the landing page, they would go to an offer. So what that means is we go onto the traffic platform, we create an ad, and then we pay Facebook or Google to send whatever traffic that we want to it. So we can put in our targeting. So let's say we have a woodworking offer. We would put in woodworking, for example, in the targeting. So Facebook or Google would send people who are interested in woodworking to our landing page about selling them a woodworking program. So our secret ad template would give them some value and get them interested in what we're offering. Then they would click on the ad and go to a simple landing page, which would further engage them and get them warmed up before they get to the offer. If they like what they're reading, they'll click through and go to the offer that hopefully will make them convert. When I say convert, I mean they'll buy the product. So based on that data, if we're finding that the audience we're using is converting really well, we're going to create some retargeting audiences off of that. We'll get into all of that later. If that seems a little bit complicated to you, or you don't know what retargeting is, we'll get into that a little bit later. So if we're finding that the audience isn't converting too well, what we would do is simply select a new audience and then try again. Either way, after we're either doing our retargeting or our adjustment to the new audience, so we're going to switch off the ads that don't win, meaning they're not bringing us any sales, and then we're going to leave the ones that are crushing it or making us a few sales, we're going to leave them on. What we're trying to do is stack up more and more and more winning ad sets so we can scale and test new variations in order to achieve that. Then, with the profits, we'd reinvest them and start the system all over again. Is that making sense to you guys? Type a yes in the question box if this is actually making sense. Okay. Yeses, couple no's. That's okay, we'll get to it. Mostly yeses. All right, great. So now that you know what it is, I'm going to tell you what it isn't. Most online business models out there need you to do a whole bunch of extra steps and a whole bunch of extra stuff in order to get to this step right here, which is the only step that we do, which is driving traffic and getting paid. So in most other businesses, you'll need to have clients. You'll need to go knock on doors or just cold call businesses in order to try and close somebody on a retainer. We don't do that. We don't do any of that. We don't do any fulfillment or collect payments or inventory. So for those of you that are familiar with the e-commerce business model, you don't actually need to set up a store. You don't need to have your own product. You don't need to collect payments, like I said, inventory, none of that stuff. And you don't need to do any customer service. We let the vendors take care of all the customer service. They're happy to do it for us because we bring them so many sales. And you don't need to do any sales yourself. Your marketing materials will actually do all the selling for you. So in this workshop, I'm going to impart to you guys 4 secrets. Now, secret number 1 is how to make $2,000 per day from interesting products using our 4 yeses approach that very few people know about. So what the 4 yeses approach is, and we'll get into this a little bit later, it has to do with persuasion. So for those of you who try and really struggle to make sales online, This secret's going to be really, really beneficial to you because once you understand it and apply it, the results can be phenomenal. Secret number 2, the snowball scaling method. This is how our students go from $10 per day to $100 per day and even $1,000 per day and more. A common mistake a lot of affiliates make is trying to reinvent the wheel when they're scaling. So scaling to high levels like $100 per day, $1,000 per day, or even $10,000 per day is not done by reinventing the wheel every time you place an ad set. Secret number 3, we're going to show you the huge mountain of ignored buyer-targeted traffic that you can tap into and how one of our students was able to get 4,351 customers in January of this year alone. Now, one of the reasons our students are so successful is that we do so much testing and measuring of our own results. What we do is we use that data and the data of others to do competitive intelligence on other top affiliates. And we use all that to create secret ad templates. Which brings me to secret number 4, the 3 steps to get started building a $100,000 per year business. Plus, we're going to do a lot of the work for you. So what that means, guys, is you don't need to do everything yourself in order to see your first sales coming through because we are here and we've got your back. Our templates that we're going to give you make it easy because all you need to do is fill in the blanks and follow our instructions as opposed to needing to write everything yourself. So just so that I know you guys are listening, please type a yes in the Q&A box if you think that providing templates is a better way to teach students than simply showing them examples and expecting them to write it all from scratch. All right. Yes, awesome. A lot of you guys like templates, huh? Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are paying close attention. We use these templates ourselves too, and making templates should really be part of any business for that matter. Top companies make templates for their franchises so they don't stuff up running their local branch of that business. We do it for our students so they have a greater and greater possibility of success. Okay, now, because it helps me a lot when I can see people are listening and engaged, can you please type yes 4 secrets into the Q&A box if you're excited to hear about the 4 secrets we will be revealing on today's workshop. Okay, great. I tricked a few of you. I'm seeing some yeses. But there are a bunch of yes 4 secrets flowing through now, so awesome. Let's get into it. So what separates us from the rest? Well, we do this every day. This is our core business, meaning we run ads nonstop. We're constantly struggling and fighting in the trenches with you guys. We're not just making a course based on theory and we're going to give it to you and, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We're in there solving problems for our own advertising every day, and we're just passing it down to you through this course. What we do is we focus on harnessing the compounding effect. This is how to earn $1 online and turn it into an endlessly duplicating, fully automated income stream using 3-day cycles. 99% of internet marketers ignore the approach we take, so you're really not going to be able to find this anywhere else. And best of all, like I mentioned before, you won't need things like a massive email list. You don't need to create or dropship any products. But we still show you how you can promote physical products without all those hassles. You don't need to ever deal with needy customers. You don't need to have a massive budget because the leverage in this business is insane. You won't need to create a brand or build a large following or manage an online store. And like mentioned before, you don't need to do any sales if you do it our way. Our system is super, super simple and it works. So if you know how to work it properly, which we will show you, you can scale up bigger and faster with less risk than any other method we've ever encountered. So what I want you guys to do right now is get rid of all of the distractions that are up on your screens right now. So log out of Facebook, get off of Skype, close everything that could potentially take your attention away from this. Get ready to take some notes because I do talk fast. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm French, so I talk really, really fast. And start asking questions. There's a Q&A box for a reason, you guys. We're here to answer your questions and we have people ready to do so. So use them and get as much as you can out of this. So before we deliver you guys our 4 secrets, there are a couple things more about our business model that I want you to know. This business is just starting to heat up. In the past, the affiliate payouts on most physical products used to be around 5% commissions. And digital products were paying out about 50%, and maybe sometimes if you're a super affiliate or you're lucky, you'll get 75%. Now, they're often 40 to 60% on physical products and sometimes higher, and usually between 75 and 90% on digital products, sometimes higher depending on how much traffic you're bringing the vendor and depending on the funnel flow itself. So what this means is you guys are in the right place at the right time. So why are payouts so much higher than they used to be? Well, product owners have realized that in order to make themselves rich, they need to make their affiliates rich also. Because if nobody's making money promoting their products, then nobody's going to promote their products. So this means a much higher payout for us, the affiliate. The vendor's main profit comes from having a new customer come in for life, who they can continue to sell other products to again in the future. So for those of you wondering, what kind of products can I actually promote and earn commissions from? Well, there's an endless sea of possibilities, and with our wealth of experience, we're going to teach you how to successfully promote them all. So our students and ourselves are successful in a very wide variety of niches, including the woodworking niche, the dating and relationships niche. We've sold smoothie powders. We've sold supplements. We've sold charcoal bags. I know, wrap your mind around that one. We've sold air coolers. We've done the survival niche for those of us who are preparing for the impending apocalypse. We've done weight loss, we've done little gadgets like iPhone chargers and more. So you can see some examples of the products we've actually promoted on the right-hand side here. So type a yes in the question box if you've ever promoted products from any of the niches that you see on this screen. Okay, all right, a few of you. Okay, cool. So without further ado, we're going to get into the first secret, the 4 yeses approach. This approach originated from the groundbreaking research done by Stanford University professor of psychology and business, Robert Cialdini. He's also known as the best-selling author of Influence. For those of you who have ever had a career in sales, I'm sure at some point you've heard about or come across this book, as it's a game changer in understanding the science of persuasion. So during his research, Robert actually spent 3 years undercover applying for and training at used car dealerships, fundraising organizations, hotels, and telemarketing firms to observe real-life situations of persuasion. Some of the experiments he ended up doing were actually pretty wild. Robert found out that not only will people go out of their way to behave consistently, but they will also feel positively about being consistent with their decisions. With this in mind, commitment and consistency are powerful motivators to increase engagement and persuade others to fulfill their goals. So as marketers, what does that mean for us? That means that designs which allow your prospective prospects to say yes multiple times before you ask for the sale are much more likely to actually buy your product than if you didn't get them to do this. So, for example, if you send your traffic to a quiz funnel and you set them up to answer questions that they have to say yes to, then by the time they get to the offer page and you actually ask them to pull out their wallet and buy something, you've already got those micro commitments out of them several times. So they're much more likely to just say yes again. So there's many different tools and ways that you can use to get your prospects to say yes before they hit the offer. You can do it in your advertisement. So in your ad, you can just ask them a question. Right on the very first line that they read, you can say, for example, do you love DIY projects? Or have you ever felt concerned about your weight? That's already one yes down. And then on your landing page, even if it's not the quiz example from before, if you're writing, for example, a content page, you can ask multiple questions on that page that in the customer's mind, they will answer yes to. That's just another way to do it. And then once they get to the offer page, most vendors understand this as they've done a ton of research into sales psychology and they really know how to make their products convert. So they'll have that stuff on their pages as well. So with the combination of all of this powerful marketing psychology, it will result in much more commissions for you and a lot more ROI on your advertising. On to secret number 2, the snowball scaling method. So I'm going to show you guys how we can take a $45 per day budget, only $315 per week, and turn that into a monthly income of $5,040 just by harnessing the power of that compounding effect. So how does this all work? Well, for our students, we like to set an initial target of 100% ROI. ROI stands for return on investment, meaning if you put in $1, you're expecting to make $2 out. Or if you're spending $1,000, we're trying to get $2,000 back out. So with that in mind, let's move on to a quick example. So we're dialing it back to $25 per day, which is $175 per week. At 100% return on investment, your $175 turns into $350. The reason we're showing it by weeks here is because that's how quickly an ad network will actually give you your money back so that you can reinvest it. So after week 1, we're going to turn $175 into $350 as long as we're following the system and doing everything right. Week 2, you're going to have your $350, which is actually just your same $175, but you got all of your money back with the profit. So you can then turn your $350 into $700 as long as you're following the system in week 2. Week 3, you got your $700 back, which is again your original $175 plus profit, and that turns into $1,400 as long as you're still following the system. Week 4, you put your $1,400 back in, and then that turns into $2,800, all from just investing $170 to begin with. So if you think about that, if you really stop and think about that, how quickly could you replace your current income at this rate? Do you guys think it would be worth putting up $175 of your own money to potentially make $2,800 back at the end of the month? Type a yes in the question box if you think that would be worth it to you. Definitely not seeing too many no's on that one. All right, so good stuff. Let's move on. When you truly internalize, understand, and know how to work the snowball scaling method, these are the type of results that you can achieve. Robbie made $980,000 in a single month, all by recycling his ad spend and his profit week after week until he achieved almost $1 million in a single month. So let's listen to what Robbie has to say.
But then once I met Nick, that's when things changed. He kind of showed me what was possible because I thought I was doing pretty good. I thought $200-300 in profit per day. Man, I'm just living the dream, right? In fact, most of my days I'm at 140% ROI, 150% ROI. Best day this month has been $19,000 in one day in profit.
Now for secret number 3. We're going to show you how to unearth that huge mountain of ignored buyer-targeted traffic that you can tap into, and how one of our students was able to get 4,351 customers in January of this year alone using this method. Before we get into our method, I want to talk a little bit about the traditional approach for buying traffic. If you're running Facebook ads, what you'd want to do is find out the interests for the offer that you're promoting. So, for example, if you're promoting a dog training product, then obviously you're going to target people who love dogs. If it's a personal development product, then you're going to target people who like Tony Robbins, Jack Cranfield, those type of guys. So what you would do is you would just run your ads, you'd keep the winners and spend more on those ads, and you'd keep testing variations. Obviously, if this worked, everybody would be rich. And this is a huge reason why a lot of marketers end up struggling with this and getting frustrated and quitting. The holes in this approach are actually pretty substantial. For starters, if you think about it logically, what is everybody going to do when they just hop on a traffic platform and they want to target dog training? They're going to go to the easiest, most natural path of least resistance. So what they're going to do is just target people who like dogs, because obviously those guys would convert the best, right? The problem with that is when you're buying traffic, you want to go under the radar and not be in the same pocket of traffic as everybody else, because it's an auction system, meaning traffic is auctioned off to us media buyers. So if you guys have ever seen any of those auction shows where they get to a locker that's full of really good stuff and all the guys are just bidding each other up and somebody ends up getting stiffed with a really, really expensive locker, that's kind of what it's like buying traffic for the really, really obvious interests. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, well, come on, Max, surely there's some sales to be had if I'm targeting people who like dogs for a dog offer, right? Well, of course there is. And this is why this is such a common pitfall for affiliates. Because while there are sales here, the goal is to become profitable and remain profitable so that you can put a lot of money in and get a lot of money out. Think about this for a second. Traffic platforms like Facebook need to be able to profile their users in order to sort them into the baskets for their interests. While some people are in the liking dogs category, they don't actually own a dog, they just really, really like them. So imagine trying to sell somebody a dog training product when all they do is go around clicking on a bunch of dog videos all the time because they think dogs are cute. That person's never going to buy the product, so you're just wasting your money. And now, on the other hand, what about the personal development example and people who don't actually like Tony Robbins, but they need to get their life back on track and would love to buy a personal development product if only they just got hooked into it? This is how you have to think if you ever want to get anywhere in this business. You have to think outside the box. And this is another reason why spending more on ads just simply doesn't work. For those of you who are actually spending on ads right now, have you ever tried to take an ad spend that's doing $100 per day with $200 back in profit? Have you ever tried to take that and just spend more on it? And then all of a sudden you just start to break even, or even worse, you lose money like every single time like clockwork? I used to be a master at breaking even when I first started, because as soon as I would find an ad that was working, I think I hit the lottery and I would scale it up. But what I was missing is that ads at low ad spend can just cherry pick out of the auction and give you the illusion of being profitable, even though there's no potential to really scale them. And this is what happens oftentimes if you are targeting only the natural interests. This is because Facebook is just weird. They're not obvious, but they actually do this for a reason. So here's how to make it work in your favor. Let's compare those who target regular audiences, so the natural audience, which is dog training for people who like dogs, versus those who target indirect audiences, which are people who would target country music lovers if they're trying to sell beer, for example. So remember earlier I was talking about Facebook being an auction-based system, with the example of everybody piling up at the same locker and they see the valuable stuff in there and they all bid each other up and they all end up losing because there's only one guy that gets the locker, and usually he gets it at a ridiculously high price because everybody else bids him up. Our natural audience auction hunters are in the top right-hand corner, that large group of people that are all bidding on the same traffic because they all want to sell someone who's interested in dogs a dog product. They're all driving traffic prices up for one another, which leads to a bunch of them losing, a few of them breaking even, and maybe one or two making a little bit of money, but very inconsistently, which leads to losses, debt, and maybe one or two guys coming out of there with a profit. Now, the two people that you see on the bottom of the screen are marketers who target indirect audiences. There's only two people bidding on the price of the same traffic, so they don't actually bid each other up because they're not spending a ridiculous sum of money on it. So there's virtually no competition. This results in really good profits for both of them. They can keep them up consistently and over the course of a long time. That's really how you scale and make money. Now, I'm going to take it one step further and tell you what you do once you're able to target those indirect audiences, scale properly, and you're making some money, but you want to make more money like Robbie did. What you would do is you would build a custom lookalike audience out of all the buyers that came out of those indirect audiences. Those lookalike audiences are extremely targeted, free buyers lists that you can just plug in instead of targeting, and then you can let the Facebook algorithm do all the work and find people on Facebook that are very similar, if not identical, to the people who have already bought the product. And this is exactly what Ruben did to make $170,000 in just 30 days at only 20 years old. Here's what Ruben has to say about that.
So before I met Nick, I was making a sale or two per day, and most days I wasn't even profitable. But after a 1 hour call with him and him showing me what was possible, my sales blew up in a matter of weeks, and now I'm profitable most days around $2,000, if not more. And believe this or not, but my best day was the $8,000 day profit. Without Nick or Max, I probably would have been in some college program right now going for a 9-to-5 job. So I honestly can't thank them enough.
Now on to secret number 4, the 3 steps to get started building a $100,000 per year business in 60 days or less with one simple website. So this is broken down into 3 steps: the right product, a platform that converts, and reliable targeted traffic. Step 1 is finding the right product. There are 3 myths associated with finding the right product, and we're going to debunk them for you right here. Myth number 1 is you need to find a product with high gravity. Gravity is a measure of how well a product is converting on an ad network. You'll be able to select gravity from a drop-down menu or just click it, and the products will be organized by that metric. A lot of affiliates trust this, and it's not the way to go. Myth number 2, you need to find a product that is high up in a category. Kind of the same thing. Myth number 3. Digital products are the only ones that pay out high margin commissions. This is simply not true. We'll explain why and where you need to look in order to find them. The standard way is to find a product with high gravity that's high up in a particular category. And also they'll gravitate towards digital products because they assume that those are the ones that pay out the high commissions. Now what we do is we form a brain trust of super affiliates. We make sure that some of those members in the group are entrusted with using our spy tools and other methods to uncover products that are selling well and have great margins, that are not necessarily high gravity or not necessarily high in a category. We bargain as a group for a higher percentage commission than the regular rate with the vendor. And then we create and share proven strategies within the group to sell those products. But what kind of products do we look for? So this brings us back to the very first slide on our slide deck, which is these interesting, unusual products. People buy these things like hotcakes. They're super interested in it because they're super niched down and they're really easy to target with unnatural targets. So, for example, things like the green smoothie in the middle, the charcoal bags on the bottom, or even the air conditioner, even the book on surviving the apocalypse. There's always a huge demand for these weird little niche down products, and that's what we like to focus on. Step number 2, using a platform that converts, also comes with its own set of myths. Myth number 1 is that it has to be a video sales letter. What that means is the vendor records a big long video, it's about an hour long, and it goes over the product in detail. It's got a ton of psychology in it. It goes through this big roller coaster of emotions and then presses all of their hot buttons before it serves them up the order button to buy the product. Myth number 2 is that you can't get great margins from physical products. Myth number 3, the best converting offers are the ones that are selling the best right now. Myth number 4, it has to have lots of hype in the wording for it to convert well. To debunk these myths, I'm going to hit you guys with some facts. Fact number 1, there are many occasions when a written sales page actually converts higher than a video sales letter. This is because for certain niches and certain products, it would actually be ridiculous to get them to sit through a whole 60-minute video before they're primed to buy. Fact number 2, there are many physical products that actually pay high commissions, and some of them even get CPA commissions. So what a CPA commission would be is the vendor is taking care of all the drop shipping, all the customer support, and everything for you. All they want to do is pay you a commission to sell their product. And oftentimes, they're collecting an email list on the back end. So they're much more interested in getting a lifetime customer than they are on even making money on the product. So they're willing to pay you a really high commission in order to get the product out there so they can build their list. Fact number 3, some of the best converting offers have low gravity and are not highly listed in any affiliate marketplace. Think about it. The hottest product wasn't always the hottest product. At some point, it was probably buried on page 30 of ClickBank or something like that, and then some affiliate came along, found it, saw that it had potential, and then started scaling it up. Fact number 4, when an offer is built from understanding what an audience truly wants, then as long as those benefits are conveyed and trust is established, people will buy, even from a boring vanilla sales copy. Because here at Quit9to5 Academy, we understand how the game works, what we're going to do for our students is we give them templates for ads and for pages that are already working. So yes, you'll get our 4 yeses templates, you'll get a bunch of other templates as well. We're going to give you the exact offers to promote, the exact offers we promote, not the ones that are necessarily just high gravity or high up on some list. So there's no more need for you to guess on which offer you want to run or which one would make you any money. The offers that we give you are going to be relative to the templates we give you. So the templates aren't just going to be generalized that you're going to have to change up to fit the offer. They're going to be ones that we actually use for the offer itself. You're also going to get access to our 7-figure mastermind, which is our Facebook group, so you can mastermind with other affiliates who are trying to make it just like you. And we're not stopping there. We're going to give you guys a lot more than that. So you guys will have an unfair advantage, which makes this step super, super simple. And that is getting reliable, targeted traffic. So in this Google Analytics screenshot that you can see below, you'll see 1.6 million visitors in the space of 1 year to just one of our sites. And 235,000 of those visitors were between January 1st and March 5th. With this kind of traffic, it's impossible to not make money. Making money actually becomes a certainty. Facebook is in a golden age for internet marketers right now. You can laser target what works and exclude what doesn't. There are actually functions where you can include audiences, lump them together, exclude audiences. You can split up the traffic, split test demographics, ages. You can split up a bunch of other stuff, interests, everything. It's all on there. So that makes it really, really easy to laser target what works, find your exact ideal buyers, and keep serving them your ads. Like I was talking about before, we're going to want you guys to leverage indirect audiences. Here's another example to help you understand. Let's assume your target market earns between $75,000 to $150,000 per year. And 94% of people who read Healthy Pet Magazine also fit into that demographic. So if you're promoting a personal development program for women, instead of targeting women who like The Secret or Tony Robbins, you could select Healthy Pet Magazine for the interests and still be targeting your ideal customer in a place that nobody else is looking. Mark V understands these secrets all too well. He raked in $61,851 in 1 month to quit his corporate sales job. Let's hear what Mark has to say.
By taking action on the coaching that Nick has given me, I have more than doubled the amount of money I make on a daily basis. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that my Facebook advertising campaigns are now making me the same, if not more money, than my corporate sales job does.
So remember earlier how I was saying that you're in the right place at the right time? Facebook has never actually been so easy. Look at the results on a screenshot below. This is one of our personal campaigns in our advertising that's turning hundreds into thousands. The rate of ROI on these is for the most part over 300%. Also, take a look at the CTR and CPC if you run any traffic and that means anything to you. These numbers are unheard of on Facebook. We're getting a CTR of about 14% on the second ad, 10%, 10%, 10%, 11%, and the CPCs are all under 20 cents except for one. One of the ad sets in the middle has spent $184 to get a return of $1,387. That's 10 times our money. Now, the reason for this is because in 2018, people were getting ad accounts shut down left and right. Facebook was doing a purge of all the non-compliant ads as they were getting put through the ringer on the Facebook Cambridge Analytica data scandal. Because of this, they were tightening up and made it almost impossible to run ads. This resulted in a lot of people actually quitting the game. We held in there because we knew it was just a phase that Facebook was going through. So due to all the people leaving Facebook, it's been much, much less competitive than it was 12 months ago, which means a lot less competition and a lot more profits. This is, of course, only if you don't take the traditional approach. If you do those approaches that worked in 2017, you're just going to encounter the same issues that everybody's had in recent times, which is too much competition, the price of the auction is too high, or your ads are just going to get straight up disapproved. There are 2.2 billion people that are now actively using Facebook, and that number is growing. Facebook is smart. A lot of people actually underestimate how intelligent Facebook is. They're one of the biggest online corporations in the world, so don't try and chase your tail by trying to outsmart their thousands and thousands of programmers that are designing their algorithm. That can work if you know some black hat tricks, but it's really not the right game to be playing because when you're black hatting, you can't really scale too well. And Facebook's not actually out to get you. They just don't want advertisers to create a negative experience for their users. Because as you guys all probably know, any major online business is only as valuable as its user base. So naturally, if you're on there upsetting Facebook's users and they're leaving, Facebook is going to kick you out. So if your warm page actually causes people to come back to Facebook for another day and spend more time on Facebook, they're going to reward you because you're aligning yourself with their goals, and they're going to give you the best, most targeted, cheapest traffic than other advertisers that are trying to skirt and break the rules. So what's different about our approach? Now, we want you guys to be modeling success, but you have to be careful to not model what doesn't work. So when you go and use spy tools and look at other people's ads, you may not realize this, but half of the ads out there are not actually profitable. This is because some advertisers have a huge budget that they just throw at a product in order to make it profitable. So if you're spending $5,000 a day and you're only making $5,000 back, you're not profitable, but the product is making a lot of sales. So the product may seem profitable because it's making a lot of sales and getting a lot of engagement, But at the end of the day, it's not actually a winner. So they just end up modeling a failing campaign. That's why we have our own brain trust. We all test among ourselves and report the results internally so that we can create templates on what is working. We try these out on different niches, and when they work, we then model that success and replicate that out further with our students. So what ends up happening is our students succeed better because they've been given templates that are well tested and modeled from other successes that we've seen in our own testing. This is as opposed to being given a vague idea of what to do and being asked to go ahead and just do it themselves. So yes, our approach takes a lot more time and effort, but at the end of the day, it's worth it for us to see our students succeed. So I want to talk a little bit more about scaling traffic because this is an ongoing issue that marketers have. Scaling is often regarded as the hardest part of the game, so I want to give you guys a little bit more on that subject before we move on. We have several different approaches to scaling traffic when it becomes profitable. Different methods do work under different circumstances. One thing we've discovered though is that the traditional method of creating a bunch of ads and then spending more on the one that's doing well is not a great way of scaling traffic. That leads to a successful $50 a day ad spend becoming unprofitable when you scale it to $200 per day. Yet, as you've seen, our top students have been able to scale all the way up to $10,000 per day in ad spend, and they still do that at high rates of profit. So why is that? Well, it's because we understand the inner workings of Facebook's algorithm. We know what they're looking for and what optimal placement settings and budgets are. So for instance, it's often better to just set up 4 duplicate ads at $50 a day each than to have one running at $200 a day. Then again, sometimes it is better to spend more on an existing ad than it is to set up multiple ads, but sometimes it isn't. The key is just having your finger on the pulse and doing a ton of testing so that you can really realize and recognize the signs that Facebook is giving you to how it wants you to scale properly. There are many other keys to scaling that we share with our private students, like the doppelganger method and our accelerator method for rapid scaling of traffic. Plus, another thing you can do to automate this whole process is set rules in place in order to make sure that you don't spend too much on any given day or just shut off ads if they're less profitable than normal. Also, for those of you that actually have to go and work a day job and don't have all day to sit around like me and just run ads, you can set rules in place so that your ads can run autonomously without you having to shepherd them. So you can just get home after work, adjust your ads for the next day, set it and forget it. As you guys can probably tell, I find this stuff so exciting to share because so many of our students have succeeded with our methods, and I really hope you can see the power of all this. We've even had a couple of 50-year-old women who each started out with us not too long ago, and they've both been able to learn this and have their first $1,000 days recently. Traditionally, when people are writing their ads, they tend to look to the internet and read a bunch of books on sales psychology that might not actually have relevant information to market online in them. So what they do is they take an approach of trying to grab attention, interest, desire, and cause them to take action with lots of hype. They'll make lots and lots of promises, and unfortunately, that leads to ad account shutdowns or at the very least, the rejection from the ads running, so disapprovals. We tend to look at things differently because we know what the algorithm is there to do. It's there to keep everybody having a good user experience, so we know that you don't actually need to make too many promises and you can just tell the truth in order to make sales. You can still achieve the attention, interest, desire, and then grab all their attention while overcoming objections, while providing elements of proof, and more without needing to sound like a used car salesman on your page. With our warm sales approach, people come to your page and actually feel like you're a trusted advisor or a trusted authority, and yet, when you do this in the right way, with the right templates, they'll still buy from your affiliate link and they'll carry on feeling happy, even if they didn't buy and just went back to reading other items in their newsfeed. Now, if you guys remember what I said earlier about Facebook rewarding you for doing things their way, getting Facebook to give you that extremely targeted traffic will boost your results so many more than any sales mind tricks. Just keep that in mind. So again, what's different about our approach? We don't just focus on the highest gravity products, nor the ones that are the lowest. We spy on our competitors, we test promising offers, and we uncover what works. Then our students just get handed our templates, hence our high rate of success. This is unlike anything else out there, you guys. Our system is cutting edge and it produces killer results. As you can see from all of our student testimonials, the profit potential in this business is absolutely insane, and people from all walks of life are doing it. We have people that are 20 years old making $170,000 a year. We've got other people having $1 million months, $1,000 days at over 50, 60 years old. As long as you follow the system, there's absolutely no barrier to what you can do. Now, I know I've given you guys a lot of information so far. Are you guys getting information overload yet? Is this too much of a fire hose? Type a yes in the question box if you've actually learned something today. Okay. A lot of people learning some stuff. Okay. It's a lot of yeses. Cool. Well, I'm glad I was able to provide you guys with some value today. That's great. Let's move on. So for those of you who joined the webinar late, I just want to give you a recap of our exclusive system. So what we do is we create ads on a traffic network. A traffic network would be Facebook or Google. So what we do then is we send our traffic through, we create ads and then we send our potential buyers to those ads. If our ad is engaging, they'll click on it and get taken to our simple landing page. If the simple landing page warms them up and they like what they're seeing, they'll click through to the offer. If they like what they're seeing again on the offer, they'll hopefully buy the product. From there, what we do is we create audiences to retarget based on if we get a favorable result. For those results that aren't that good, we'll switch off the ads that aren't working and then keep the ones that are working alive. We'll then scale and test new variations. And again, with this business model, we don't need any clients, so no going out walking into businesses or cold calling business owners asking them to be your client for a retainer. You don't need to do any fulfillment, collect payments, or inventory, so you don't need to do any of that e-com stuff. You don't have to have a store or own a product, and you don't have to do any customer service or any sales. All we do is drive traffic and get paid. That's it. Some of these questions may be going through your mind at this point. You may be thinking, how will I know if I'll actually make a profit? Well, many of our students have not only turned a profit, but have been able to quit their 9-to-5s and make a full-time income using our system. What if my ad account gets shut down? That's a really easy one. We've got metrics in place in the course to teach you how to remain compliant, and even if ad accounts do go down, with our ad account harvester method, you'll have an unlimited supply of ad accounts on demand. You'll never have to worry about it. We also have other measures in place so that even if you do lose your accounts, we'll help you get them back. Is this really friendly for absolute newbies? Absolutely. We've designed the entire course to be as simplistic and straightforward as possible so that even if you know absolutely nothing about marketing or any of this stuff really, you can just join our course. We've made it super easy to learn. How long does it take to make my first sale? Well, that all depends on you. And for legal reasons, I can't actually make any promises here, but some of our students have seen sales as early as day one. They'll plug in one of our templates and it'll just simply work because that's our system. We give you our proven templates and they just work. So what do you guys think? Did we keep our promise from earlier? Type a yes in the question box if you feel we've kept our promise on this webinar. Okay, great guys. Lots of yeses. Okay, perfect. Some common questions that are often asked at this point are, do you need to be in the USA to run this business? And the answer is no, absolutely not. We've got students all around the world. Do you need a big budget to get started? Nope. We've had students start with as little as $5 to $20 a day. Do you need to be tech savvy to run this business? No, absolutely not. Like I said before, our course is laid out as simple as possible so that absolutely anybody can learn it. Is saturation a problem? This isn't a problem either. There's 2.2 billion users on Facebook, not to mention thousands of offers that you can run, and we're giving you templates for a bunch of different offers, so you're really not going to have to worry about a bunch of people jumping on the same template and just burning it out. And even if they did, we're going to be providing new ones anyway, so the short answer is no, saturation is not a problem. With Quit9to5 Academy, you guys can skip all the common problems with most online business models, and that's what makes this so special. We've been constantly perfecting and updating this system for the last 2 to 3 years to make it the simplest, fastest way to scale up big time with the lowest risk and the highest profit potential. This is brand new for 2019 and it's better than ever. Everything you need to build this business for yourself is included in our Quit9to5 Academy program. Here's what Quit9to5 Academy can do for you. You can eliminate money problems forever. You can have unlimited family time to do whatever you want, when you want. You can have a secure retirement. Just think about how much money per day would you actually need to live comfortably in retirement. Imagine not having to wake up to an alarm clock every morning Or maybe you want to have your wife or husband be able to quit their job so they can stay home with the kids or just simply spend more time with you. Imagine being able to give your kids the opportunities that you never had. Maybe they could go to a better school. Maybe they get to play on the sports teams that they want to play on. With Quit9to5 Academy, you get the financial freedom that you've always wanted and the location freedom to be where you want to be, not to mention the ultimate time freedom to live life on your own terms. Here's a quick breakdown of the 8 steps in our system. First is competition spying. We spy on our competitors and model successful multi-million-dollar ads. Number 2, we do our market research. So we find audiences and demographics that would convert the best for the offer. We also model our competition's targeting so that we get the most bang for our buck. Number 3, we test all relevant audiences and demographics that we found in our market research. Number 4, we track and analyze our results with our proprietary profit calculator or our software. Number 5, this is more of a milestone. When a winning ad is found, a few things change. For one, your mindset. For 2, this is where the real game begins because you're going to have to adjust, scale up, trim the fat, and do a whole bunch of the things necessary in order to make sure that you reap a constant ROI. Number 6, we trim the fat, meaning we kill all losing ad sets and keep the winners alive. Number 7, we create variations of the winning ads. And number 8, we scale up and profit. In your first 4 weeks, we can show you how we do this. Michael is a brand new student who's just made his first $3,000 month. He accomplished this in just 4 short weeks. And while we can't legally promise that you will have the same results, this is just what's possible if you follow our steps to the letter. Mark V made $61,851 in 1 month. He says, by taking action on the coaching Nick has given me, I've more than doubled the money I make on a daily basis. What I'm trying to tell you is that my Facebook advertising campaigns are now making me the same, if not more money than my corporate sales job does. And Ruben, at 20 years old, has brought in $170,000 in 30 days. He says, before I met Nick, I was making a sale or 2 per day, and most days I wasn't even profitable. But after a 1-hour call and him showing me what was possible, my sales blew up in a matter of weeks, and now I'm extremely profitable. Most days are over $2,000. Even had an $8,000 day. Without the training, I probably would have been on some college program right now going for a 9-to-5 job. Margot started out with no computer skills, and she's now making $1,000 per day. She says, now I'm happy to say that I've had my first 1K day, and I remember when my goal was only $100 per day. Well, I'm happy to say that I'm at the $1,000 threshold because I know that if I can get there, I can scale up even more. Now let's get into exactly what you're going to get when you join the Quit9to5 Academy program today. You'll get job killer number 1, the Innovator Blueprint. This is our secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how the process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint also reveals how we get ultra successful affiliate marketers to write all our ad copy, design all our images, and create all of our funnels for free. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. This is why our students are so successful. This comes at a $2,997 value. You'll get job killer number 2, the Brain Trust. You'll be invited to get on a weekly call with Nick and myself, as well as other successful beta students, where we keep you updated on what is working right now, new opportunities, and you can have all of your questions answered by us live. You can get tips from the people who are exactly in the same position you are right now and have built over $1,000 per day businesses. You get to pick our brain and get your questions answered live. We eliminate all of the guesswork for you. You get to learn from our successes and failures. This comes at a $2,997 value. You'll get job killer number 3, the $1 million swipe file. These are done for you plug and play templates. You get access to the exact ad copy, images, targeting, and pre-sale pages that we use to crush it every single day. You'll have our ready to launch affiliate campaigns, where not only will we teach you how to mine for gold, but we will also give you a list of the hottest and highest converting offers on the market. The niches that these products are in $1 billion plus industries, so there's absolute zero niche saturation. We've literally done it for you. This comes at a $4,997 value. You'll get job killer number 4, the success predictor. This is our top secret vault of successful ads. This is how we know if any offer is making money and how we green light profitable offers. This is how we can start out on almost any offer profitably from day one. It allows you to know what all the top dogs are running before you even invest 1 cent on traffic. It eliminates 99% of the risk and serves up new winning offers all the time. This comes at a $2,997 value. You'll get job killer number 5, the vendor VIP club. You'll have access to the vendor relationships that we've spent years cultivating. You get to bypass the occasional red tape that some affiliates face with our private black book. This accelerates your results. You'll see money rolling in much faster. You'll get priority pixel placement and pay bumps that are normally reserved for super affiliates that run huge volume. Imagine how much it would help if your yearly salary got a 20% bump. This comes at a $2,497 value. You'll get job killer number 6, the untapped offer hunter. This gives you the ability to be one of the first to promote a hot new offer when profit margins are at their highest. We tell you when an offer is heating up so you can jump in with us. We filter everything and slice and dice the data. We do all the research, turning a slow process into a fast one. And it eliminates the barrier to scaling. Just imagine having to analyze hundreds of offers one by one. You can be the first in line to run the hottest offers. This comes at a $1,497 value. You'll get job killer number 7, the 7-figure mastermind. The members-only Facebook community is locked down and strictly private to the Quit9to5 Academy family so you can connect and mastermind with fellow members and keep your finger on the pulse of advanced new tactics. This is another avenue to ask questions and get support. We're in the group every single day. This is a way for you guys to get motivation, support, and connections, and this comes at a $1,497 value. You'll get job killer number 8, expert coaching. You'll get unbeatable support with our rapid response help desk. Our team of expert coaches know the system inside and out. You'll also get a second layer of support with streamlined access to us, Nick and myself. We've got you covered. If you're worried about anything at all, don't be. We've helped thousands of people build successful online businesses, and we can help solve any problem that you have. The support we provide involves a huge investment of time on our part. That's why this is priced at a $9,997 value. But what's our coaching really worth? Well, Nick and I charge $12,000 per month for our one-on-one coaching. Our panel of expert coaches are already earning thousands per month from doing this, and they could each charge $5,000 per month minimum. And you're getting access to all of this and more. But there's a catch. There are 5 fast action bonuses for action takers. These bonuses are only available to the people who are on this call who invest now on this webinar. They are special bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Have you ever wished Quit9to5 Academy members could be promoting your hot offer? How do you even get an offer created and set up in the first place? That's where this incredible masterclass program comes in, created and filmed by one of ClickBank's top 5 vendors of all time. This comes at a $2,497 value. Special bonus number 2, the profit calculator. Figure out exactly how much you're making on each ad set in order to maximize profits and scale like an 8-figure marketer using our custom-built calculator that allows you to reverse engineer your way to success. This comes at a $500 value. Special bonus number 3, the ad account harvester. Minimize your risk of ad account shutdowns thanks to our exclusive compliance checklist cheat sheet. Never worry about ad account shutdowns again. Also, no matter how perfectly compliant you are with your ads, you may possibly still have to deal with ad account shutdowns. Learn the top secret ad account harvester trick that all our super affiliates use to stay well protected and have an unlimited supply of ad accounts ready to go at all times. This comes at a $500 value. Special bonus number 4, the ad account shutdown crew. With our course being specifically designed to be beneficial for both you and the sources of traffic you're using, it greatly reduces the likelihood of receiving an ad account shutdown. However, there's always that possibility, especially when Facebook and other traffic sources tend to use a quick algorithm to perform fast reviews on websites. That's why we assembled our ad account shutdown crew. This is a set of specialists on our team who are there to assist you with getting your advertiser account back up and running or a new one in place for anything that goes wrong with your account. We do give you a lot of prevention methods in the program, though it's still nice to know we have your back, and that's not a problem if this does occur. This comes at a $500 value. Special bonus number 5, get a free ticket to our live San Diego event. Come to San Diego to learn directly from Nick, myself, and other super affiliate mentors. The dates are to be announced. It will be soon after you've gone through the complete Quit9to5 Academy Master Blueprint program. Sessions will be recorded and you'll be given access if you can't attend live. This comes at a $1,000 value. Now, just to recap what you're going to get when you join this life-changing program. You'll receive our full Innovator Blueprint. This is our complete secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how the process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. You'll also receive full access to the Brain Trust, our job-killing swipe file, the Success Predictor, and the Vendor VIP Club. This is where you get some significant bumps in your commissions and is easily worth joining just to get access to this alone. You'll also receive the Untapped Offer Hunter, full access to our 7-figure mastermind, and our expert coaching. Not to forget all the fast action bonuses if you join right now on this webinar. These are only guaranteed for the first 20 action takers, so make sure that you don't miss out. They are bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. And bonus number 5, the live San Diego event, for a total combined value of $34,473. This program, software, and community was developed almost over 2 years. Creating our Innovator Blueprint and overall Quit9to5 Academy program took thousands of hours of systematizing, templating, researching, and assisting beta testing students. We had to hire successful students of ours on high retainers in order to make sure that we have the time available to provide super high-level support, unlike anything I've ever seen before. The total development costs of the Quit9to5 Academy program were $263,500, and this does not even include the hundreds of thousands we've personally spent on years of testing ads and offers. This is extremely limited. Our personal time is being invested supporting members. We have an amazing team of coaches, but our time and our coaches' time is very limited. We have a limited number of money-making products. We just can't bring in thousands of members. The spaces will fill up fast, and we're going to shut down as soon as we hit capacity, just like we always do. We're going to be kicking things off on Friday of this week, and we have no plans to ever reopen. This will not be available for long. We have not reopened any of our last 5 training programs. When the doors close, they are closed. This has the potential to change your life. Do not miss out on this. We're giving you immense value today on this webinar. You won't pay $34,473. You won't even pay $14,997. But if all this program does is allow you to clear your debts and pay the rent and mortgage every month, would this be worth paying $9,997 for? If all this does is set you up for a comfortable retirement, would this be worth paying $9,997 for? If all this does is give you an extra $5,000 per month for the foreseeable future, would this be worth spending $9,997 for? Well, you won't even pay $9,997. You won't even pay $4,997. If you invest in Quit9to5 Academy today, you can get complete access for 3 payments of $997. In fact, you can actually get started for even less. We're going to give you an instant payment discount of $494. So to take advantage of this discount, there's 3 steps. Step 1, go to the URL you see on your screen right now. Step 2, make your investment. And step 3, get started. Guys, we're 100% committed to your success, and we will do whatever it takes as long as it takes to ensure that you succeed. So we're giving you 100% money back guarantee. You get to try this risk-free for 30 days. To take advantage of this, step 1 is to go to the URL you see on your screen right now. Step 2, make your investment. And step 3, get started. Again, guys, we're 100% committed to your success. We'll do anything it takes for as long as it takes to ensure that you succeed. Now, you might be wondering, okay, great, I'm 100% covered for the investment in Quit9to5 Academy, but what happens if I follow the training and I just can't get it to work? Well, we're announcing our double your money back guarantee. As long as you follow every step of the training curriculum without deviation and actively use our support system and our tools and resources, we guarantee to not only refund your purchase, but double your money back if for some reason you're unable to make sales. This guarantee is a Quit9to5 Academy special. The payment processor will not be paying this out. It's coming directly out of our own pockets. That's just how confident we are that you will be successful with our program. We want to change your life and don't want anything to prevent you from giving this a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So don't wait any longer to sign up. Spaces are filling up fast and they're only available on a first come, first served basis. We're very limited in the number of people we can help, so you need to move fast or you're going to miss out. I just want to warn you guys, the registration period is ending soon. If you visit the URL below and see that it's sold out, well, I'm sorry, but you missed it. By waiting just one more day to register, you risk letting technical issues, life, or anything else get in your way. Once the registration period ends, that's it. 0 extra people will be allowed in. Last time we had people begging us to let them in. They're still waiting, and they have been for the past 12 long months. So here's what you're going to need to do right now. Go to the URL below and fill out the registration form. Log on to the private members area and watch the welcome video. Get started with the pre-class materials and get ready for the kickoff call. Do not wait another second. Wow, guys, I'm really seeing a lot of people jump in here. John just joined. Michelle just hopped in. Derek says, let's go. These bonuses are going really quick, guys. If you're thinking of hopping in, now would be the time. So why Quit9to5 Academy? In short, time. Remember how long it took us to get this on our own. We can condense your learning curve from years into just 8 weeks. And this is 100% proven to work. John says, thank you so much, dude. I'm amazed at how fast I've had success and I'm just getting started. Really, I'm just a product of your excellent course. Funny you should mention quitting my job. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I'm so ready to quit and pursue this full time. Jason says, I purchased just about every online advertising course before I joined the Quit9to5 Academy program. With Nick as my awesome coach and guide, I quickly got up to speed with the program and made my initial investment back within the first few weeks. I was proud to get on the ClickBank leaderboard and actually held the number 3 position briefly. I kept on rolling with the punches. After 11 weeks in the program, I've generated a total of almost $16,000 in commissions. Sam says, before I joined the mentor program, I was losing money every day. It took me less than 1 month to have my first $1,000 day. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, and I've actually quit my job and do internet marketing full time. Brian says, I just got back from a wedding down in San Diego, and dude, I can't even tell you how excited I am because this shit is like surreal. I've done $1,040 in the last 4 days while I was on vacation. Oh man. And Tim says, the coaching I've received from Nick has been instrumental to getting me profitable online. I've gone from spending virtually no money per day on ads to spending over $3,000 per day. If you would have told me a few months ago that I would have been spending $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 per month on ads, I would have told you that you're crazy. Now I make more in a day than what most people make in a month. Trish from Florida has finally made it to $1,000 per day, and she's upped her goals and heading for a $2,000 day. She says, all thanks to you guys and your expertise. My goal is to make $30,000 per month. Now, just another recap of what you're going to get when you join this life-changing program. You'll receive our full Innovator Blueprint. This is our complete secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how the process works including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. You'll also receive full access to the Brain Trust, Job Killing Swipe File, the Success Predictor, and the Vendor VIP Club. This is where you'll get some significant bumps in your commissions and is easily worth joining just to get access to this alone. You'll receive the Untapped Offer Hunter as well, and full access to our 7-figure mastermind and our expert coaching. Not to forget the fast action bonuses if you join right now on this webinar. These are only guaranteed for the first 20 action takers, so go and make sure you get in now so that you don't miss out. They are bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. And bonus number 5, the Live San Diego event. All of this holds a total combined value of $34,473. These are the exclusive bonuses, guys, that are available to the first 20 action takers. Special bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Ever wished Quit9to5 Academy members could be promoting your hot offer? How do you even get an offer created and set up in the first place? That's where this incredible masterclass program comes in. Created and filmed by one of ClickBank's top 5 vendors of all time. This comes at a $2,497 value. Special bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Figure out exactly how much you're making on each ad set in order to maximize profits and scale like an 8-figure marketer using our custom-built calculator that allows you to reverse engineer your way to success. This comes at a $500 value. Special bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Minimize your risk of ad account shutdowns thanks to our exclusive compliance checklist cheat sheet. You'll never have to worry about ad account shutdowns again. Also, no matter how perfectly compliant you are with your ads, you may possibly still have to deal with an ad account shutdown. You'll learn the top secret ad account harvester trick that all our super affiliates use to stay well protected and have an unlimited supply of ad accounts ready to go at all times. This comes at a $500 value. Special bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. With our course being specifically designed to be beneficial for both you and the traffic sources you're using, it greatly reduces the likelihood of receiving an ad account shutdown. However, there's always that possibility, especially when Facebook and other traffic sources tend to use a quick algorithm to perform fast reviews on websites. So that's why we assembled our Ad Account Shutdown Crew. This is a set of specialists on our team who are there to assist you with getting your advertiser account back up and running or a new one in place if anything goes wrong with your account. We do give you a lot of prevention methods in the program, though it's still nice to know that we have your back and that it's not a problem if this does occur. This comes in at a $500 value. Special bonus number 5, get a free ticket to our live San Diego event. Come to San Diego to learn directly from Nick, myself, and other super affiliate mentors. Dates are to be announced. It will be soon after you've gone through the complete Quit9to5 Academy Master Blueprint program. Sessions will be recorded and you'll be given access if you can't attend live. This comes at a $1,000 value.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I just quickly wanted to say wow and thank you so much for sharing so much of your valuable secrets here today. And by the way, for those of you that don't know me and why I'm just interrupting really quick, I'm Mark Ling. I'm a member of Max and Nick's Brains Trust, and I'm a millionaire affiliate marketer myself. I've just been answering a few of the questions in the chat box while Max has been talking. And I just wanted to say, Max, by the way, like you've not only shared the 8-step cycle that allowed your student Robbie to make over $980,000 in January alone, you covered in detail the difference between traditional outdated approaches and how you do things. And I was really impressed, by the way, with your warm zone approach to web pages, your approach to traffic, where you leverage indirect audiences, and above all, just the fact that so many newbies are having such high levels of success with your training. It's hugely impressive. And because I believe so much in what Nick and Max are doing, I've spent quite a bit of time assembling a high value bonuses package for anyone who chooses to join us, and I say us because I'm part of their Brains Trust also, who chooses to join us through the link that we've given you on this webinar today. So I'm just going to dive right in. You've obviously already heard from them about the Be the Vendor Masterclass bonus, but we've got also a few more for the next 20 action takers on this webinar. Action taker bonus number 1 is the copywriting for high conversions complete 3-day event live workshop recording. So here, this was I put this on in Vancouver, Canada, this event where people paid all the attendees of this workshop paid $1,500 to attend, and it was packed full of value. I gained so much value from what I learned from the speakers here, let alone the fact that I obviously shared a lot myself too. So you're going to discover the best copywriting and conversion secrets from 12 of the best copywriters in the world, including Anik Singhal, Aidan Booth, David Garfinkel, Chris Haddad, Zach Browman, Sonia Ricotti, myself, Fred Lamb, and more. And all elements of copy, by the way, were covered in detail in this event, including hooks, mechanisms, overcoming objections, satisfying desires, conversion rate boosters, story selling, and so forth. Sales pages, landing pages, Facebook ads, video sales letters, email marketing, blog posts, and more. They're all covered in detail in this cutting-edge 3-day workshop recording, and you're going to get access to that. The second action taker bonus is the Copy Assistant. This is special software that I had custom created that makes sales letters, order pages, and email copywriting easy. It's full of sales page layout, templates, headline generator, a money back guarantee generator, bullet point generator, built-in graphics that you can use on your sites, email marketing templates for writing email copy, and niche content templates for 20 different niches. I've had a lot of research done for me, and a lot of basically what they are is the building blocks of any article. So you could basically take one of these, they're kind of pre-written articles on different niches, but then you simply use it as done for you research in order to write your own. That's if you want to have articles on your site, that is. So, but anyway, this is a hugely valuable piece of equipment that I and my team use all the time, and you're going to get full access to that also. And the third action taker bonus is the Building Abundant Wealth presentation that I put on recently, and it's all about 8 keys to financial freedom. So recently I was running a live event in the personal development niche, and I shared an exact mindset shift that results in financial success. In essence, I share with you how to burn into your mind the thoughts, traits, and habits of a millionaire. This session is likely to become a huge turning point in your journey towards financial freedom, and you'll discover what a critical role each of these 8 keys played in my own journey towards millionaire success. So anyway, that's it from me. I just want to say thanks again, guys, for producing such a wonderful program. You're really going to make a huge difference to the lives of lots of people. So without further ado, I'll pass it back to you guys.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate that. Now, just to recap what you're going to get when you join this life-changing program. You'll receive our full Innovator Blueprint. This is our complete secret formula that you can't get anywhere else, that shows you step by step how the process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. You'll also receive full access to the Brain Trust, our job-killing swipe file, the Success Predictor, and the Vendor VIP Club. This is where you'll get some significant bumps in your commissions and is easily worth joining just to get access to this alone. You'll also receive the Untapped Offer Hunter, full access to our 7-figure mastermind, and our expert coaching. Not to forget the fast action bonuses if you join right now on this webinar. These are only guaranteed for the first 20 action takers, so make sure that you get in now so you don't miss out. They are bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. And bonus number 5, the live San Diego event, for a total combined value of $34,473. All right, guys, so I'm going to pause for a second and I'm just going to answer a few questions that I've been seeing rolling in. So Tim is asking, what about the guarantee/satisfaction? So Tim, we've got your double your money back guarantee. If you try the system out and you're engaged with our support and you follow all the steps and you don't make any money, we'll actually double your money back. If for any reason you're not satisfied within 30 days, we'll give you your money back. No questions asked. So Tyler is asking, how long until the course will pay for itself? So for legal reasons, Tyler, I can't really promise you a certain amount of time, but that all depends on you. We have had tons of success stories who've been able to make that kind of money in a very short amount of time, weeks. So it's definitely possible for the course to pay for itself really quickly. Marissa's asking, is this newbie friendly? Yes, this is very newbie friendly. So we've designed the course just to make sure that you guys are walked through it step by step so that anybody can just pick this up off the street who knows nothing about marketing and just do it. So yes, very, very newbie friendly. And sorry if I can't get to all your questions, guys. We got a lot of them coming in. So I'm just going to pick one more and then we'll move on. Let's see. Jane is asking, can we use ClickFunnels as our hosting? Yes, we can use ClickFunnels as our hosting. ClickFunnels is one of the options that we give you in the course. So we do have funnels that we give you actually completely free. You can just download our templates through ClickFunnels, and that is an option that our students really seem to like and have a lot of success with. It's really easy for us to pass the funnels to you guys that way. So yes, can definitely use ClickFunnels. We do offer HTML as well, but yeah, ClickFunnels is a go. So guys, here's a final recap of our exclusive system. So what we do is we buy traffic from a traffic network like Facebook or Google. We send our potential buyers to an ad that we've created. If they get hooked by the ad, if they're enticed by the ad, they're going to click on it and they'll go to our simple landing page. From there, the landing page is going to warm them up and pass them to our offer page. If they like the offer and they buy it, then we make a commission. What we're going to do with those buyers, once they've already bought, is create a retargeting list so we can get more targeted traffic and more buyers that we can target. If they don't convert, we're going to switch off ads that are only funneling people who do not purchase to our page. We're going to keep the ones on, and we're going to scale and test new variations with those. So in this business model, you don't need to do any client work. No knocking on doors, no cold calling businesses to get them on retainers. You don't need to do any fulfillment or collect payments or inventory. You don't need a store or a product, so you won't need to build an online store or do any of the drop shipping or anything like that. You don't need to do any customer service, and you don't need to do any sales if you follow our templates. All you have to do is drive traffic and get paid. That's it. In your first 4 weeks, we're going to show you how we do this. Michael started only a month ago, and he's already made $2,800 in commissions. He's a pretty young guy, and this could turn into a life-changing amount of money for him. Paula is now having $1,000 days. Let's hear again what she has to say.
During my time with him, I went from $0 online to 1,000 plus per day consistently. And I'm 53 years old.
Robbie put up $1 million in a single month. And even at huge spend, he managed to make between 140 and 150% ROI. Let's hear what Robbie has to say.
But then once I met Nick, that's when things changed. He kind of showed me what was possible because I thought I was doing pretty good. I thought $200-300 in profit per day. Man, I'm just living the dream, right? In fact, most of my days I'm at 140% ROI, 150% ROI. Best day this month has been $19,000 in one day in profit.
Now, guys, can you imagine this type of success for yourself? I mean, you might even be happy with 1% of the results that we've shown you so far. David's having $350,000 months. This is a screenshot of him reaching out to Nick after he just had an amazing month. David says, "Hey Nick, I wanted to update you on the latest sales figures. So this month we've done over $350K in sales so far. Pretty crazy considering before I started doing coaching with you, I had barely done $100 in a day with Facebook ads. Now I'm doing $15,000 plus almost every single day. Really appreciate all the help, coaching, and training. It's been a game changer. Anyway, man, just wanted to drop a quick message to say thanks, David." So let's have one more quick rundown before we close down of exactly what you're going to get if you invest in Quit9to5 Academy today. You'll get job killer number 1, the innovator blueprint. This is our secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how the process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint also reveals how we get ultra successful affiliate marketers to write all our ad copy, design all our images, and create all of our funnels for free. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. This is why our students are so successful. This comes in at a $2,997 value. You'll get Job Killer number 2, the Brain Trust. You'll be invited to get on a weekly call with Nick and myself, as well as successful beta students, where we keep you updated on what's working right now, new opportunities, and you'll get all your questions answered by us. You'll get tips from people who are in the exact same position you are right now and have built $1,000 plus per day businesses. You get to pick our brain and have your questions answered live. We eliminate all of the guesswork for you. You get to learn from our successes and failures. This comes in at a $2,997 value. You'll get Job Killer number 3, the $1 Million Swipe File. You'll get done-for-you plug-and-play templates. You'll get access to the ad copy, images, targeting, and pre-sale pages we use to crush it every single day. You'll get our ready-to-launch affiliate campaigns. Not only do we teach you how to mine for gold, but we also give you a list of the hottest and highest converting offers on the market. The niches that these products are in $1 billion plus industries, so there is absolutely zero niche saturation. We've literally done it for you. This comes at a $4,997 value. You'll get Job Killer number 4, the Success Predictor. This is our top secret ad vault of successful ads. This is how we know if any offer is profitable and making money, and also how we green light profitable offers. This is how we can start out on almost any offer profitably from day one. This allows you to know what all the top dogs are running before you even invest 1 cent on traffic. This eliminates 99% of the risk and serves up new winning offers all the time. This comes in at a $2,997 value. You'll get Job Killer number 5, the Vendor VIP Club. You'll get access to the vendor relationships we've spent years cultivating. You get to bypass the occasional red tape that some affiliates face with our private black book. You'll accelerate your results and see money rolling in faster. You'll get priority pixel placement and pay bumps that are normally reserved for super affiliates that run huge volume. Just imagine if your yearly salary got a 20% bump. This comes in at a $2,497 value. You'll get Job Killer number 6, the Untapped Offer Hunter. You'll have the ability to be one of the first to promote a hot new offer when profit margins are at their highest. We'll tell you when an offer is heating up so you can jump in with us. We filter everything. We slice and dice the data, do all the research, and turn a slow process into a fast one. We completely eliminate the barrier to scaling. Just imagine having to analyze hundreds of offers one by one before you make a decision. You'll be the first in line to run the hottest offers. This comes in at a $1,497 value. You'll get Job Killer number 7, the 7-Figure Mastermind. This members-only Facebook community is locked down and strictly private to the Quit9to5 Academy family, so you can connect and mastermind with fellow members and keep your finger on the pulse of advanced new tactics. This is another avenue for you to ask questions and get support. We are in the group every single day. This is a great way for you guys to get motivation, support, and connections. This comes in at a $1,497 value. You'll get Job Killer number 8, Expert Coaching. Our rapid response help desk is a team of expert coaches who know the system inside and out. Our expert coaching is a second level of support and streamlined access to us, Nick and myself. We've got you covered. If you're worried about anything at all, don't be. We've helped thousands of people build successful online businesses, and we can help solve any problem that you have. The support we provide here involves a huge time investment on our part, so this comes in at a value of $9,997. Now, just to recap what you're going to get when you join this life-changing program, you'll receive the full Innovator Blueprint. This is our complete secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how the process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. You'll also receive full access to the Brain Trust, our job-killing swipe file, the Success Predictor, and the Vendor VIP Club. This is where you'll get some significant bumps in your commissions and is easily worth joining just to get access to this alone. You'll also receive the Untapped Offer Hunter, full access to a 7-figure mastermind, and our expert coaching. Not to forget the fast action bonuses if you join right now on this webinar. These are only guaranteed for the first 20 action takers, so please make sure you get in now so that you don't miss out. They are bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. And bonus number 5, the live San Diego event. Guys, we have so many student success stories, we couldn't possibly fit them all in this one webinar. But I'm going to go through a few more with you right before I sign off here. Timothy says, 3.4K today, 105% ROI. Can you guys imagine making $3,500 in a single day? Alan says, woohoo, first sale in the bar, Nick, awesome. Joel's out celebrating because he made $1,100 net profit yesterday with 46 sales. Ross says, boom, conversions, as he's sending over his results. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, this student spent $304 to get $494 back in revenue. That's a 63% ROI for a profit of $190 in a single day. Albert in the corner says, I received $500 in sales today. Wow, what a blessing. Sorry, I'm just excited. Thank you for helping me with courage today. The student in the bottom right corner is having consistent $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 days. Noah says, Nick, I did it, man. Today I hit my goal of a 1K day and I even passed it by a lot. I'm so happy, man. Finally, I'm getting to where I want to be. 30 sales today so far, $1,200. Nick says, awesome, that was fast. Great job, man. What's your ROI? Noah replies, 300% ROI. It's picking up, man. It's going good. These are our 3 students that dominated the ClickBank leaderboard in January 2019. Robbie, who brought in a cool $1 million in a single month, says, once I met Nick, that's when things changed. He kind of showed me what was possible. I thought I was doing pretty good, making $200 to $300 profit per day. I'm living the dream, right? In fact, most of my days are between 140 and 150% ROI. My best day this month is over 19K in one day profit. David, who brings in consistent $350,000 months, says, thank you, Nick. I really appreciate your mentoring. It has made an unbelievable difference. The speed of my success would not have been possible if I wasn't working with you. And Brian says, since working with Max, I've scaled my business to 7 figures per year. My team and I have no intention of stopping there. We're doing it up bigger and bigger every single month. You can see what our students have to say on our video testimonial reel. Ariel is making hundreds of dollars per day just after getting started. Michael says, I'm doing very well. That $250 ad did 55 to 80% ROI, and the duplicates did well too. I'm at about $1,200 in daily revenue, $400 to $500 profit. And Joel says, boom, first sale ever, baby. Get in there. New ad numbers are not great, but this is the start. So what happens if you don't do this? Well, if nothing changes, then nothing changes. You need to initiate change. Another year will slide by, and people will come into this program and prosper while you're on the sidelines. So ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? You've got 0 financial risk and 100% double your money back guarantee. Like we promised you guys earlier in the webinar, you can grab this free bonus at the link that you see here on the screen. Now, just to recap what you're going to get when you join this life-changing program, you'll receive our full Innovator Blueprint. This is our complete secret formula that you can't get anywhere else that shows you step by step how this process works, including templates to make it super easy to implement. This blueprint is your key to successful financial freedom and could change your life forever. You'll also receive full access to the Brain Trust, the Job Killing Swipe File, the Success Predictor, and the Vendor VIP Club. This is where you'll get some significant bumps in your commissions and is easily worth joining just to get access to this alone. You'll also receive the Untapped Offer Hunter, full access to our 7-figure mastermind, and our expert coaching. Not to forget the fast action bonuses if you join right now on this webinar. These are only guaranteed for the first 20 action takers, so make sure you get in now so you don't miss out. They are bonus number 1, the Be the Vendor Masterclass. Bonus number 2, the Profit Calculator. Bonus number 3, the Ad Account Harvester. Bonus number 4, the Ad Account Shutdown Crew. And bonus number 5, the live San Diego event. All of this for a total combined value of $34,473. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps us up for tonight. I just want to ask you guys one question before we go. Who's ready to change their life? Type a yes in the question box if you're ready to jump in and make a change. There are only a couple bonus spots left up for grabs, so you can still get all the bonuses that we're offering here today if you jump in right away. I'm seeing a few yeses. Awesome, guys. Well, let me just check how much time I have left in the meantime. I'm guessing time's running pretty low. Yeah, we're about 1 minute and a little bit here. So one way or another, I just want you guys to make up your mind if you're going to jump in or not. I'm trying to push you in the right direction so that you guys can make an informed decision. We've got those extra bonuses available, so you know we're doing what we can just to give you every incentive to jump in. As I said, we would love to have you on the inside. The training is all ready to go. All you need to do is go on the special purchase link, which you can see at the bottom of the screen here, and you can be in and start working the system immediately. Guys, that's pretty much it from us for now. I'm getting a few more people that are saying they just jumped in, so thank you guys for that. Welcome. If you're not in, but you're about to jump in once we're finished up here, then let me know. I can see that Marlene says she has to talk to her husband. Okay, well, I completely understand that, Marlene. I'll just urge you to move quickly because we are starting a live training very soon and we're getting really close to hitting capacity. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it from us. We're going to sign off here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here today. It's been a real pleasure to be here with such an amazing audience. It was a huge audience as well, so thank you once again. And I look forward to talking with everyone soon and seeing everyone who's jumped in. Thanks so much, guys. Talk soon. Bye for now.